Oh, my mic was muted. Hello, everyone. You don't hear? What? How about now? Yeah, text. I would be very surprised myself if I made it through 2 sets. Because normally that's like at least 4 hours. Yeah, I had my mic muted by accident. Yeah, I mean, like, when I booted up, the first thing I heard was the shout out. I was like, oh, hey, I know them, haha. I'm gonna be honest, having the YouTube stream up is ruining my ability to fish on World of Warcraft while we do this. Ooh, 2 so far. Felix has main character hair. What in the fuck? Alright, I dig it. I don't know what it is, but I'm here for it. .45 streak, holy shit. Nice. Alright, this hunter's mains are the blonde boys for Team Assault Rifle. Is their name literally like adjacent rivers? Because that's what their fucking symbol looks like to me. Just 2 rivers right next to each other. That's their name. I went with Assault Rifle because that was the easy AR thing. Team Adjacent Rivers. Ooh, Seer let out of band jail. Immediately picked up. Might be a mistake. Aquarius? That's their stupid team name. Hate it. I like mine. Wildling in the first round of bans. I'm rounding it out with Engineer. Don't know about that. Like, they were able to round that out with a Wendy, who I think is basically just more versatile Engineer. I don't know if I like that ban. If nobody's on the YouTube stream by the time the first round, like full round, is over, then I'm closing the YouTube stream. I'm moving chat over to my laptop, and I'm pulling up WoW on my second monitor. And we're gonna fish in between rounds. I mean, realistically, what? I mean, they play Qist. And, like, Qist isn't terrible on any map. And I feel like if you don't pick him, they might ban him, but I don't know. Like, in theory, every hunter worth their salt should be able to play the big three. And it's Qist. Hey, it's helping my Qist prediction. That's nice. I like that team comp between them only has 5 working eyes. And then realistically, Grave couldn't see while he's underground, so at any given time it could be as few as 3. Alright, here we go. Round 1. Team Don't Fuck With Me versus Team Adjacent Rivers. Adjacent Rivers Hunter can't decide where he wants to go. Does spot the scratch marks, so that's nice. This is a fancy dismount. Not going to get anything out of it, sadly, because it looks like Seer got a little speed from vaulting there. Bird denies what would have otherwise been a terror shock. Seer keeps on running. Okay, blink hit. First hit being blink, not uncommon for this character. He's also now got a little bit of presence to work with, which makes this hit a lot easier. Down goes Seer. A slightly... Oh, I was going to say, a slightly below average first chase. But Qis mines that a bit less than most since he can kick generators. Not for free, but like basically for free. Archer does manage to take the hit. Ooh, decides to switch targets. A little questionable. I mean, Archer is now out of basically everything. No arrows, no flywheel. Fortunately, Seer did not manage to get a second owl. And while that was going on, they actually didn't manage to get a ton of decoding done. So while obviously not an ideal situation, it's not nearly as bad as it would have otherwise been. Meteorologist still 2 abilities. 1 already equipped. Thrown out. Dodged. Nice. Okay, okay. Well, he was looking for the kidnap, but decided he didn't need it. I mean, you've got to, yeah, at least close that off. Then you get to throw the ball at it so they can't fucking touch it while it gets kicked. It's handy. Well, the grave still has both shovels. The cipher that was being kicked looks like it's probably going to get completed anyway. Not super sure why she didn't just try to drop that pallet, but it didn't really matter anyway. Final cipher, still very little progress. Looks like they're just going for the reset. No one's really touching any ciphers. Meteorologist has started decoding. I don't really understand the dismount there. He didn't look like he had tinnitus, so like, why not just go back the other way? Surely would have been better than hoofing it. Focusing a lot on the cipher, which, like, I understand it was the one they saw being worked on last, but hopefully now realizing at this point that that's not really the one they need to be concerned about. Gets the kidnap and the hit. Looking around to see which ciphers have progress. Does look like he spots out the one with the most progress. It is being kicked. Kidnap doesn't rip him out of dig, does it? Surely not. As it looked like he was thinking about it and then thought better of it, so I don't think it works. Ooh, missed the kidnap. Gravekeeper buffs paying off there. Gravekeeper players, don't be afraid to use your dash. Well, that's interesting. Decides to leave him on the ground. Ooh. Ooh, might have gotten a little greedy with the attempted heal there. I mean, that Cypher's at 64, but it's going to get kicked. And he can just send the kidnap over there once again to force them off of the Cypher. So now they're both just kind of standing around with their dicks in their hands. I think you kind of have to force the Seer off here. Well, he did for a little bit. Can he get the follow-up hit? Yeah, looks like it. Nice, okay, okay. Immediately switches gears to go back. Ooh, misses the swing. Does get the kidnap, though. There is a bird. Did not use it. Other Cypher opened up at 70. Gets the blink down. I believe he's noticed the last Cypher. I think they just pop here. I don't think you have the luxury of waiting. Oh. They decided they do, in fact, have that luxury. I think you kind of needed to pop and then just go for the 7-10 split. You have the Grave go for the rescue and then kind of hang out near hatch. It's like, now what? Seer's dead. And the Cypher's still getting kicked. I mean, obviously you don't want to pop in that scenario, but, like, I think that was the best shot that you had. Because this surely isn't better. Because I think they, realistically, given the circumstances, had to be playing for the 1-out. And I think that was the best chance that they had. Oh, might get it anyway. Well, maybe not. Good guess, but, like, why not? No, they don't have that many orbs, that's why. Why would you pop kidnap that early? Oh, no. Oh, wait. Ooh! Nice hit. That also struck me as the wand of someone who does not normally use that ability. Because they did that absolutely wrong. They did it backwards. They needed to start backstepping and then pop it and then run forward. Like, otherwise they were just going to get hit and the wand does literally nothing. Anyway, well played by, I believe, Team Adjacent Rivers. An early 5-0 lead. Into a decent team comp, but I think they really did over-support Like, I think after the first arrow or two, they needed to just let the seer get shared and just hope that he would get a second bird during the rebound at some point. Which, like, realistically, do you build bird during tide? Probably, right? So you just have grave rescue, and then maybe support a little bit with either Wendy knockback or Archer arrow to let him build a bird and then just kill as much time as you possibly could. I think that's definitely a more efficient use of your abilities, assuming it works the way that I think it does. But anyway, hindsight's 2020. Also, just not a massive fan of harass team comps in general. Like, when it works really well, I think it does do some kind of, like, mental damage to the hunter, so there's that. But the problem is it can go awry so quickly. But they had such a strong start, and then the ciphers just slowed to a crawl. And this was before the generator kick started coming out of the Qist, so, like, I don't know, just kind of felt like they threw away the lead that they had. Oh my god, someone who can put in their own headphones. The light reflecting off her glasses made her look like a Fremen for a second. The people from Dune with the glowy blue eyes. Yeah, right there, you see it? Might just be my monitor. The spice must flow. Okay. The Rescuer. But not a Gravekeeper player. Interesting. Or at least not the top two. Do they get to... sorry. Do they get to pick those little cards, or is it based on their performance? Ooh, Lucky Novelist main. Interesting. Okay, got the headphones in their ears, but will not plug it in. Interesting. Still not plugging it in. Yep. Nope. Where do I plug? Oh, yeah, okay. Have they not played it all yet? We got some fancy fingernail stuff going on in here. Okay, okay. Previous player as well, actually. Okay, this person has not played at all so far. Are they all like that? I just didn't notice. No. That's a new and exciting development. Alright, this person's only ever played Qist. Well, they all have very similar nails. Interesting. I'm late. Getting nuggets. Ooh, nice. Oh, is that what that was? I did see it, yes. I did not put together that's what was going on. DFM not fucking around, putting Seer back in ban jail where he belongs. Although Team Adjacent River not banning Seer, allowing him to go through and then getting the 4K anyway, does open up a ban slot for them for the rest of the rounds, which is pretty strong. No, absolutely. Like, I was talking about it before this. They way overcommitted to helping that Seer kite. And it absolutely bit them in the ass. First pick forward, though. Very aggressive. Seer, Grave, Magician, Enchantress. Banned, and we've got... Alright, Puppet, Wendy, Doc, and Forward. Medium, Harass, and kind of tanky. The question is, does MZK, who according to the cards only plays Qist, do they go for the Qist round 2? To see who has the better Qist. Big peddler guy? The cards lied to me. Yeah, I like Qist gameplay. There's a lot of movement. He can kick generators, like, not for free, but, you know. Like, his games and Ivy games are very similar in length, but Ivy games feel so much longer. Hey, it's Qist. I was right. Crazy. I just guessed entirely based on, one, the previous character pick, and two, it was the only one on his list of hunter cards. Oh wow, they just showed the spawns immediately. Alright. We didn't get to play the guessing game. That's no fun. I mean, I almost always guess middle right or middle left. Huh. That whole album is only like 30 minutes long. That's wild. Has anybody picked Naiad on the big stage yet? Yes, okay. Have we seen Anne? Anne was doing, like, a surprising amount of work in the qualifiers. I hated watching her last COA, but qualifier, she's done well. No Anne's in group stage? Okay. Alright, we have Pirate Doctor. Gonna immediately shoot up that quick heal. But that was a first hit from a QS that was not a blink, so they've got to be pretty okay with this start so far. Second hit also online. Alright, uses the vault speed. Oh, he went past and didn't quite realize. Still gets the hit, though. QS and Peddler are the only reasons I'm watching COA matches. There's been, like, at least during the qualifiers, there were quite a few different picks. So it's been nice to see. There's definitely more viable hunters currently than there have ever been. Since I've been watching COA, at least. 3 hits on it. Yeah, no, that was very fast. Still has Blink online. Definitely where you want to be. Ooh, body blocks. Gonna make them go half. Ooh, and then the Blink to try to force the rescue. Oop. Yep, didn't matter. Cursed, what up? Yeah, I've been enjoying the QS games. I also like fucking Goatman games though. It's IV games I don't care for. We don't see nearly as much hullabaloo as we did, which is fine. I mind him less now that he's not overpowered as fuck. That's also why you've seen a significant drop-off in his pick rate. So, Cubist doing the appropriate thing there and using the kidnap orb to cover his pickup of the doctor so that he could kill her. Gets the forward hit, decides to switch targets. Smart likely realized that that was a cipher that was shaking, so I would try to make it get kicked, which they are doing now. Ooh, didn't quite make it over the window. Let's play Hollow with no detenders like it's 2025. Yeah, exactly. Oh, nails the kidnap. On just the single orb. You love to see it. Good predictive play. A perfect dismount, but sadly the, ooh. I was going to say, the pallet's still there. Really doesn't want to break that one. Gets the hit despite the knockback. Definitely the worst case scenario for Wendy there. Alright, that might pop. Did the quick dismount. I didn't think they had tinnitus when they did that, but maybe just decided I don't actually want to commit. Oop. Misses the delta. Definitely wants the double down. Or at the very least, the extra health state. Nope, definitely go. Besides, I don't really care where meteorologist is going. I need you on the ground. Ooh, the meteorologist does go down right next to forward, though. And yet, does not go for the healing. Qist has tinnitus. Oh, didn't quite see him. Forward being sneaky. Meteorologist picked up. Forward still sneaking around. Qist pretty sure that cipher's being worked on, but not positive. Oh, does get tackled. Manages to get... Oh, there it is. I was going to say, manages to get the rescue and a follow-up stun. Still has a little bit of football left. Swaps targets, does not place the orbs in such a way that it's going to kick the generator. I'm sorry, and then did follow it up with one that would, but had to waste an unfortunate number of orbs there. Ooh, good blink. JJ, hello. Yes, it is the COA of the Abyss. Alright, that's 2 down, and it looks like DFM firing back against Team Adjacent Rivers with what will appear to be a 4K of their own. The one thing they have going for them is that the both characters are like on opposite ends of the map from each other. Well, you get tinnitus here. I feel like he kind of knows where he is. This is my least favorite part of any Hunter match, is trying to find the last person who's just creeping along the edge of the map. It is so frustrating. Spatyrus, I'll be lurking while I sleep. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know how many of these I've got in me, to be honest. I'm also eepy. Still no tinnitus. Oh, there it is. Forward, still a decent chunk of football. Oh, good hiding. Oh, nope. You know what's funny? I think if he hadn't panicked, it probably would have been fine. Like, if he just slowly tried to rotate around that tree. Anyway, DFM answering 4K for 4K. Dead Nation Focus. That's a stupid name. Their team Don't Fuck With Me. That's a better name. Alright, no one's watching on YouTube.